Hello Aquarius, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aquarius for the week of November 15th. Now Aquarius, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Aquarius, I do not do personal readings, so if you get a DM from somebody, that is not me, that is someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading for you here for this week. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment to let me know what you think. All right, see what we have here going on here for you, Aquarius. All right, and we'll make sure everything's in view. Okay. That was just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom. You have the Three of Pentacles. So this is a really nice card to find. In this case, I do feel like something is going on though with your team environment or a teammate, something like that going on here. There could be someone at work maybe that's challenging you. And I do want to tell you, Aquarius, this is because you are doing well, okay? And the other thing I want to tell you is that there's nothing wrong with being successful. So I feel like there may be opposition, or there may have been opposition in the past. And it's simply because you're doing your thing. Like you're being the best version of you that you can be. And unfortunately, sometimes people have a hard time dealing with that. Thing is, this person is holding up their quality work, showing off their project and getting reward, getting praise for that project. In other interpretations of the card, you'll see this person amongst other people. And that's why I feel like some of you are dealing with a team situation here. Especially if you're one of those folks who are, working in an office environment, I feel like, or just generally. Reason being is right away in the middle, you have a really nice outcome here. You have a nice reading. I do feel like there is a completion happening here in your career situation that's going to probably be to your benefit and perhaps to not necessarily to someone else's. And I think maybe that's the sort of crux of the issue here. You have this Five of Wands in the middle. So this middle card spills into the rest of the cards. It sort of lays out some of the context, especially with Three of Pentacles here as well, about what the reading may be. And this Five of Wands, you can see these people on the card sparring, right? They're going after one another here. They're having some sort of conflict. They're having some sort of battle. And the thing about this Five of Wands is it does say that whoever outlasts the competition, whoever wins this battle, gets to the next card, which is the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is some sort of big victory, some sort of big reward. Well, for you, it's almost like there's been a project that you've done well on, or there's been a situation here that you've done well on that could even lead to some sort of raise or pay bump for you with the Six of Pentacles as well in this current situation. I have to say that I strongly feel like the majority of this is around work. I will try to bring in some love messages as I get them, but I don't see a ton of them other than this Lover's card, but even in that case, I don't see it. So yeah, I feel like there's just somebody who's seeing you succeed, having a challenge with that. In the past, you have the Seven of Cups, the World, and the Seven of Swords. I normally go to the Seven of Cups first, this upper card first, but I'm going to start down here because this is also helping me kind of lay out what's going on here. This is somebody who is deceptive, okay? When I get this in a reading with something like the Three of Pentacles, really, especially with the Hierophant, which is potentially your work environment, this is somebody who's a gossiper. This is somebody who is undermining you in some way, trying to win you over or win a situation out or win out on a situation. And so I do feel like potentially you have figured this person out though. The thing is, this is in the past. So You have this Three of Pentacles, some sort of reward. You have this World card as well, which is it's a massive reward. It's a big victory because you've completed something. Okay, this is the completion of a cycle. You've gone through all of the major arcana, and now you're at the World here. You've completed some sort of a cycle. And with this World card, I strongly feel like it's having to do something with, it's having to do with some sort of victory in the workplace. And I do feel like this has created a tension or a problem between you and a colleague, or you and another here. With the Seven of Swords, Five of Wands, and the Hierophant diagonal. Diagonals are directions you're headed. This is a clear either deceit, conflict, or undermining situation, competition situation in your work environment, which I view as the Hierophant. You also here have the Seven of Cups in the past, where it's like somebody's maybe confused, or you're maybe confused at the way that somebody has acted or behaved here. You also potentially have a lot of choices at hand, which can be a good and a bad thing. I do feel like some of you are able to essentially, like, some of you have leverage in the sense that if you want to go somewhere else, like you have a nice resume, you can probably take a job somewhere else if you want to. I'm not telling you to do this, but I'm saying I almost feel like your options are, you have a lot of options on the table, and that's not a bad thing in this case. In your current situation, you have the Six of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. So you have that Five of Wands in the middle, competition. We've talked about that ad nauseum here. But you also have this Six of Pentacles, which is an incredibly good card for getting raises, getting job rewards, getting pay bumps, increases. Because you can see that the scales here, the financial scales are balancing out, tipping in one direction. And it's this idea that the act of giving is just as important as receiving. But I always like to say with the Six of Pentacles, this can also mean you receiving, okay? I feel like you've given something, which is probably coming in the form of going the extra mile on a project or something at work here with this Three of Pentacles, the World. You've gone the extra mile somewhere, probably in your workplace, and I do see you getting rewarded for this. This is maybe a situation where there's only so much money to be given out, and you're getting the money and someone else is not. Something like that going on here. You have this Queen of Cups, and I'll just start with the Queen of Cups here in this lower row. You know, this is somebody who is, I always like to say the Queen of Cups is like the traditional therapist in the tarot. You know, there might be somebody that can help you talk through something. If you're dealing with a challenge here, if you're dealing with like a very challenging colleague, you know, this is a trusted person. Okay, so only speak to trusted people at this time with the Seven of Swords, because actually this combination is not my favorite with the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Cups. In that maybe you put your trust in somebody and then they backstab you, which is kind of something potentially playing out. But I would really say that if you feel like you need to talk to somebody, make sure they're trusted, or even somebody who's like literally a therapist. They might be able to help you. In the future, you have the Hierophant, the Lovers, and the King of Wands. So just to reiterate, I know this message is a little bit, just to reiterate here, like you are winning something. Like this is a very good message for you. The problem is there's this other issue that's going on below the surface with someone, okay? Tension here is what I'm feeling. The Hierophant, the organization you're part of, the place that you work, that's what I feel like it is in this case. It's also traditional ideals. The Lovers indicates an important choice to make. This is a big choice that you have to make here. This can be an important choice in love or just starting a relationship, but I actually feel like in this case it's deciding how you want to handle some sort of work situation, as I keep saying. And it may be like staying or going, something like that, or like how you want to handle the conflict. I don't see a lot of going energy, like leaving energy. I feel like maybe just like an important choice to make in this conflict. And you know, this King of Wands, I love to say this is a favorite card of mine, one of them. And you know, this King of Wands is somebody who's like the entrepreneur. They're the most passionate person in the room. But in this case, I feel like it's confidence. I feel like you are being guided here to have confidence and stay strong in what you know true to be doing. So let's keep going forward here and see what else we have. If you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think, and I really appreciate you being here. Check out my website. There's a link to that in the description below. You can sign up for my email list. So let's see what we get here. Let's see what cards want to come forward. Okay, so you have, okay, Mother Mary, love and peace, let go of the need to be right, choose peace, mother healing is possible at this time. So I did want to consider the idea of this challenge being a family member. That could certainly be here because we have this idea of tradition with the Hierophant. You also have the Miriam, sacred vision, choose to forgive in order to heal, see the light in all, remember that love has no boundaries, and charity, prayer and contemplation, connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. Again, I don't see you being the person who is in the wrong here. I feel like you're doing what you need to do, and you're going into work, you're grinding, you're putting in the energy, you're putting in the effort, and I get the sense that there's some sort of like real reward that's coming along with that. So don't let somebody else pull you down at this time. Get more information, remain positive, yeah, definitely, and in the near future. Okay, either this person is going to be removed from your workplace, or you're going to find a better opportunity. Like, whatever person you're dealing with here, whether this is in the workplace or in, you know, another area of life, when I say removed, I don't say anything negative is going to happen to them. They may just literally be removed from your life in some way here. And this could mean like getting transferred to a new office. You know, this could mean having an important conversation with a loved one about like boundaries. There's something here, but the important message is to like not lose your faith or your positivity at this time, whatever you maybe resonate with, right? And so let's go ahead and see what cards want to come forward to clarify. See if there may be any more family type energy that wants to come forward. So you have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, you have the Empress. Okay, yeah. So, and the King of Pentacles. So this is now the mother archetype here. You have Mother Mary, which is like the mother archetype in this oracle deck. Now you have the Empress, which is the mother archetype, is the divine feminine. You know, so some of you, this could be a conflict with a mother figure. Maybe they don't agree with the way that you're handling something in your career or the way that you're handling something in your life in some way. However, the Empress is also the biggest card of abundance. It's Venus energy, as you see here. And so Venus is beauty and love, but it's also luxury and wealth. And it's fertility and prosperity here with the Empress. As you get that with the World, some of you are due for like a big pay bump or a big raise increase or a higher paying job, something like that happening here. You have this Seven of Swords, King of Pentacles. Someone's trying to achieve a high status, which is what the King of Pentacles is doing, or has already done, but they're using negative tactics to make that happen, I feel. And I know that's a bit of a strange message, but I'm getting that for some of you. You have this Queen of Wands and the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups, obviously, we've talked about having choice, but the Queen of Wands is also somebody who's attracting many options into their life. And so I feel like despite being thrown a challenge here, despite being thrown a curveball, you have ways to get yourself out of it or move on to something else. So you have the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles, rather. Some of you maybe dispute within your marriage or within your partnership. Here with the King and the Queen of Swords counterparts. Now, we do have a lot of people showing up. I do have to say, we have this King of Wands down here. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles, Queen, King, Queen, Empress. We have the Mother archetype showing up twice. We have, you know, 2 queens, 3 kings. So you're dealing with people here, okay? Like, I would really advise you at this time to really only share intimate knowledge or intimate pieces of information with people you truly trust here at this time, okay? So there's going to be a situation where either you step in and set a boundary, which is something that the King and the Queen of Swords would both do, or there's going to be a boss or someone in a position of authority who comes in and sorts this situation out, like right away. And that's what I feel like is going on here. You know, you have financial stability here coming in, so just keep that in mind. Keep your thoughts positive if you're worried about that at this time. I don't see like negative financial stuff. I feel like maybe worrying. So you have the Eight of Swords, you have the Four of Swords, and the Lovers again. Big choice here to make, Aquarius. So, you know, there's confidence here. I feel like I almost never read the King of Wands as confidence, but yeah, you do. You also have this this Two of Wands, which is a choice between two options or a choice between two or more things. Research, planning, discovery, and the Lovers twice. Clearly choices here. How you're going to handle this situation, I think, is important going forward. I do feel like on the other hand, it is important that you give yourself a period of rest, recovery with this Four of Swords, Four of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups as well. Basically, with that Eight of Swords up here, like, don't let other people's toxicity trap you or like put you in a some sort of imprisonment, some sort of mental imprisonment, which is what this Eight of Swords is all about. So like, just realize that that's their stuff if they're being challenging or negative or anything like that. Just, that's what I feel like saying. So yeah, I feel like, again, just to reiterate here, you've been successful. You've been doing the things that you need to do. It's somebody bothering you here. Let's see what else we have. Okay, so you have bad health, marriage, community, pathway, main male, and official person. So yeah, I said there might be, when I looked at that King of Swords, Queen of Swords situation, there might be a dispute within your marriage. And of course, we get the marriage card on top of it. So some of you may be doing that. Others of you here, there's this community issue with the Three of Pentacles and community, which in this case can be your work environment, your workplace. The bad health card, I'm not foretelling negative health, like ailments or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. The health of a relationship here is what's being provided by the cards. And, you know, this is the whole crux of the issue, where it's somebody who's thinks they know what's best for you, but truly the only person who knows what's best for you is you. And I feel like there's like some level of boundary that needs to be set here, because as you do that, you're going to be provided with this new pathway, which is really more in line with your higher self, your true north, your destiny. And some of you are getting a pay bump or pay raise in some way here with official person, which I view as like my human resources card, HR. And so yeah, thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already. Very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. Check out my website, zanintuitive.com. You have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.